Time now for the Mixter and the Radio Raccoon with Mick the Mixter Bazzuly and the Raccoon Cynthia E. Ferguson. To call into the show, call 888-565-1470. And now, here's the Mixter and the Radio Raccoon.
5:02 on a Freaky Friday in Fort Lauderdale. The 4th of July weekend rolls around again. I'm the Mixter, Mick Bazzuly, here on WWNN 1470 AM and around the world on amp2.tv and WWNNradio.com. I tell you what, we've been having some great weather here. Little storms rolling through. I think it's going to be a great weekend. I hope it doesn't rain here in South Florida because that really throws a damper on it as far as it goes. I want to wish happy birthday to Sandy Oslin. Where is she? Is she on the screen over here? Freddie, you're asleep. Okay, Sandy, happy birthday. July 5th is her birthday, but I said I wanted to bring it up. There she is, the beautiful Sandy Oslin. One of the wifeys, okay, one of my beautiful wifeys that here in Fort Lauderdale, the wifeys of Fort Lauderdale. In fact, Tina Loke will be joining me back on the air, hopefully in the near future. We did quite a bit of radio together, Tina and myself. And I'm looking forward to having her back on the air because she's got a dry wit and a great sense of humor. And I'm looking for her picture, Freddie. I don't see it up there. Okay, there's my picture. Okay, we'll get back to that. And I want to wish her a happy birthday anyway, especially here on the 4th of July. Jeff DeForest, Defo, he's on July 5th. He's also my former partner, radio, and one of my best friends. I love him. I want to wish Deef, he's doing a great job on 940 AM and Morning Drive, and I am listening. A lot going on. We got some great guests in here that we're going to go ahead and introduce you to in a minute. Okay, one of them happens to own the premier seafood restaurant, probably in South Florida. I mean, it's really terrific. It's home base. You've heard me speak about it. There's a beautiful picture of it up online.
Looks good.
And Martha Bennett, how are you today?
Hi, everyone. I'm great. Happy to be spending a little happy hour with you outside of Blue Moon. That's normally where we are.
I've been spending happy hour after.
We're going somewhere else, Mick, instead of the bar there. So I'm happy to be here. Thank you for asking me.
You look marvelous.
Thank you.
Also joining me is one of my favorite entertainers and probably the best entertainer in all South Florida. I've known him for many, many years. He does Sinatra. He does Tony Bennett. He does my favorite Clementine with Bobby Darin, the great Tony Martelli. How are you, Tom?
Great. I'm fantastic. Okay. Good to be here, Mick.
Yeah,
Martha, nice to see you.
Okay, new friends have formed here on the show.
That's right.
I want to say also that Sharon, who was on a couple of weeks ago, Sharon Pfeiffer, she did not get the part when she was auditioning for in some movie, but she's still plugging along and she's doing really well. We got Kenny on the boards over here. Freddie, of course, back on AMP2 in the other studio, pushing the buttons for us here. You know, Martha, you've had this restaurant, and let me paint the picture. It's gorgeous. It's on the water. It's right by the bridge on Commercial Boulevard. You can't miss it. You can see it. It lights up the sky. You've owned that thing for over 15, 16 years now.
20 years, October.
20 years.
1996.
Did you start when you were in kindergarten?
Well, thank you. Thank you. It keeps you young running around there, chasing after everybody.
And I've been going there. You just did a major renovation a couple of years ago. I was going there for I guess since you opened it with the old bar there.
Yeah.
And we've developed a lot of friendships over the path over there.
We have.
You do a Sunday brunch, which is to die for.
Fantastic.
It's the biggest Sunday brunch in Broward County, and if you've ever want to go someplace for a Sunday brunch, it's fantastic. I mean, let's face it, Father's Day, you did over 750 servings, which
is the biggest day. Sunday brunches turn into the new date night. You know, it's Sunday fun day is this whole new thing. Sunday used to be the day you just relax at your house. Now, Sunday brunch is the biggest day we have almost every week. People love it. Couples, families, they're getting engaged there. They're
it rivals any brunch I've ever been to, including the one at the Breakers up in Palm Beach.
You were telling me
which is twice the money or more than that, 3 times the money. And it's everything made fresh. The baker, Maria, does a terrific job.
Her pastries are unbelievable.
She's got to be the premier baker in South Florida. She's been there forever.
She's been there forever, too. You know, what happened was when we redid the brunch, kind of when we redid the remodel also, so my two partners took, went from Broward all the way to Dade, Palm Beach, went to all these other brunches, and some of them were fantastic.
Yeah, right.
But some of them you get there and there's floor to ceiling flowers and roses, and then the food comes to the plate and it's garbage. And you're like, less on the flowers, more on the food. So our thing was to make the food as fantastic as the view and everything else. And it's been really a home run. It's really served us well. Kind of checking that part out. So,
what, all the mimosas you can
right,
drink?
unlimited Bloody Mary mimosa and champagne. A lot of places it's mimosas. We do the bloodies, we do the champagne, and that's what people want too.
She's got a half a dozen carving stations: turkey, ham, prime rib,
ceviche, sushi, crab legs.
Right, where are you going to go for that? I mean, and it's all fresh stuff.
I'm there. That's
you got to come down. You got to
sing.
Listen. You can have breakfast. You can have lunch. You could have dinner.
Right.
I mean, and the funny part is, I've been in the kitchen many times there. You actually see the fish alive.
Not with permission.
Okay, Bryce.
He just goes in.
Bryce goes out all the time. You know, I have the same birthday as Barron.
You're kidding.
December 27th.
Wow.
I meant to say, when we were talking about.
In there.
Right?
I never knew that.
Barron said to me when I told him, I said, Barron, I'm December 27th. He goes, I'm December 27th.
That's so
He says,
funny.
I've never met anybody who have the same birthday.
I know.
We share a lot because we all get screwed. I mean, between Christmas and New Year, nobody really wants you.
Right.
Yeah,
You kind of just, I didn't know anybody else had one because no one else thinks about it then.
But in all the years, I lived in Sea Ranch for 10 years. I remember when you opened, before you did the renovation. We've watched kids grow up over there.
Yeah, absolutely.
Friends die off, new friends come into our lives. It's you get a great mixture. A lot of celebrities come through your place.
Oh yeah. Plenty of all the Dolphin players have been coming in lately.
Lawrence Taylor was there. I met him there.
LT was there.
Right. 3-4 years.
Heinz
he was a regular
Ward.
on my show. Right. But you get a lot of people that come through the Blue Moon.
No, it's been fun. It's fun for the staff. It's exciting, because
you got
it
a
means
lot
we're
of
doing something
staff
right.
That have been there forever.
They've been there for so long.
I mean, you get to know. It's like a family for Dennis and myself.
Absolutely.
We're always there. And it's a place where everybody congregates. Yeah. It's always we're always treated good there.
You got stools with their names on it, right?
I know. We have the plaques. We need to bring them. When we remodeled the place, we didn't have the plaques. But, there was the plaques with their name on it, with the old bar.
Some of them we have to drape now with purple because they're no longer here. Okay,
do you want to know? When we first opened, you could smoke in that bar. 1996, you could literally just light up a cigarette in the bar. That's how... times have changed. If someone lit a cigarette now, oh my gosh, you can't even smoke outside on the patio.
Stroke.
Right, right. We used to sit there and drink and smoke at the bar. Oh yeah, more than one.
Okay, but for a couple of times, you get a lot of elderly people, and sometimes they eat too much.
Right.
Or they have a reaction.
Drink,
Or they drink too many highballs.
Their 92nd birthday, they're down in martinis.
I was on a date,
their
first
job.
date. I went down to Los Olas with this girl, and she orders this food and takes one bite and starts to blow up like a... She had a reaction and said, "Do we need to take it hot?" No, I'm okay. Some peanut oil or something in the food.
Oh, yeah.
I never saw it again.
You blow up like a puffer fish.
Was that it?
That was it.
That's a telltale
But
sign.
you don't know what you're eating. You go to a place, you don't know what you're eating. For crying out loud.
You got to kind of figure that out.
Listen, Japanese and Chinese chefs, all right, they don't even know what's in the food half the time. You can't convince me. First of all, I come from Long Island. I grew up. I can't eat raw fish. I can't eat sushi. To me, it's bait. I just can't do it. I just can't get it down.
That's a big thing now, though. People love it. Right?
Yeah, it's supposed to be healthy for you and everything.
Like your ceviche is all
right.
Raw.
Ceviche, all raw, marinated raw, and that flies out too.
That's
people
delicious.
Love it. Right.
Great.
Health freaks in this town, right? Okay, we're gonna go to a break. We're gonna come back in a minute. I'm the Mixter. We're right here on 1470. We're gonna pick it up. And we're going to have a great time. We're going to light this rocket today here on the 4th of July weekend in Fort Lauderdale. Be right back at you. Nick Mariani, you've done it again. Cigar Republic USA, located right on A1A and Oakland Park Boulevard. Hey, listen, slaving on a hot mic every day like I do, I look to unwind. Happy hour. 11 to 7, it's not happy hour, it's happy days. Well drinks, $5. Drop in and see JoJo behind the bar. Have yourself a ball at Cigar Republic USA, located right on Oakland Park Boulevard by the beach, next to the famous Mortaranos Cafe. You can't miss it. It's right there, right by the North Beach Shops, which is booming over there right now. New restaurants popping up everywhere. Come into the Cigar Republic USA. Now listen, there's no better gift than a box of cigars. And Nick, he's done it right. He's got everything you can think of for cigar smokers everywhere. And you don't smell the smoke when you're in his place. That's the phenomenal thing about it. I mean, non-smokers like the place. You could go next door, chill out on the Rocky Patel Signature Lounge, which is abuts the cigar bar. Terrific place, leather couches, everything. Big screen televisions. They're all over the place. Have a ball at Cigar Republic USA. Nick Mariani's done it well again. Come in, hot barmaids like you've never seen before. Visit with the, I like to call her, my little Lima Llama. Go in and see Cindy and the rest of the crew over there. Have a steak sandwich, 8-ounce New York Prime, grilled onions, everything on it. Fantastic. Or a real Cuban sandwich. I heard Fidel Castro orders them. I don't know. It sounds good anyway. Cigar Republic USA, right on the corner of Oakland Park Boulevard and A1A in Fort Lauderdale, right by the North Beach shops. Can't miss it. Tell them the Mixter sent you and have yourself a ball. Back on the show, Mick Bazzuly Show. I'm joined here by Martha Bennett from the Blue Moon, the great entertainer Tony Martelli from Points Unknown.
Look, there we are.
You want to join us on the show? It's 888-565-1470, 888-565-1470. If you have anything intelligent to say. I mean, it is hard in this town sometimes, especially on the 4th of July weekend. Most of the people that had a half a brain took off by now.
Right.
But we can speak moron too if we have to.
I speak moron.
We have to be in this business.
Martha will
We
vouch
speak
for
a
that.
little bit
You've
of it.
seen me. All you got to do is give me a couple of vodkas. You know, I always said the difference between a fox and a pig are 3 drinks. I mean, you know, you come down to listen. You've had some people in your restaurant, man, over the years. We had some wackadoos come through that place.
Yes.
I mean, you ever have a place, you know, like at the bar, like 2 people getting on?
Yes.
And they were about a minute away?
This one with 2 over here.
Okay, that's probably why you threw me out. Yes, I was barred there for a period of time.
Right.
About 2 years.
He just keeps coming back. We're like, here he is again. Oh, well.
I said, what is this, a death
He's
sentence?
like, he didn't know we banned him. He's back.
Unbelievable. No, but we've seen some wackadoos in all places. Tony, you know better than that. You're out there.
Yeah. I got
Stalkers.
14th
Bush, what is the 14th? The great tiki bar, Glen Easton's place.
Glen Easton, Lighthouse Cove, Tiki Bar, the best.
I've seen some people stroll through there. I think they didn't take their medication. I mean, there's a couple of people. I said, "How you doing?" It's like, I just got out of nervous hospital.
Yeah, right.
I mean, what is it with some of these people? They still go out. I mean, there's more nuts in the street than there is in the nut house.
That's right, because we closed the nut houses. We got them jobs at Walmart greeters. That's what they're out there now. They make a little money, walk down the street.
Isn't Walmart like Halloween 3 when you go there?
Right,
I mean,
that's right.
I mean, and you know, anything you buy there only lasts about 8 minutes.
Yeah, exactly.
You're better off wearing a meatloaf. I mean, you can wear it twice at least.
The first time I went down to this Walmart by my house, there's a lady riding around one of those carts, you know, the handicap cart.
Yep.
And
They should be licensed. She got run over by 15 of those people.
She says to me, "Do I have a tag on this sweater?" She's wearing a sweater. I said, "Yeah, let me get it." And I take the tag off, right?
Whoop, 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 whoop.
2 minutes later, she goes to the house. She says, "I always spend money here. I'm going to take this sweater." I'm like, I just helped this old lady steal a
You're
freaking
now an
sweater.
accomplice.
From Walmart.
Right.
You know
You're
you're
Walmart.
broke when you have to steal from
Steal
there.
from Walmart.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, it's like going to a dollar store and stealing it. I mean, really, think about
It's
that
true.
for a minute. Maybe
You
life
gotta-
of crime isn't for you.
You got to bring something.
Walmart?
Steal something worth it.
Help the handicapper. I mean, you know.
They're all handicapped. I mean, does anybody smile in that store?
They hired a handicap because they're fun to watch. I don't know if you know that.
You know what? I got nothing to say about that.
Yeah,
okay, I
right,
got nothing to say
exactly.
about
Right,
that.
right.
All right. Although it was funny, I didn't say it though. All right, but you know, you see it late night. You know, in some of these restaurants now. Nick Mariani, he's got the cigar bar. All right,
there
where
tonight.
you'll be tonight.
I'm there
Okay,
tonight.
and it's right next to Mortorano's.
Right.
Now, Mortorano's is a place where everybody goes in there and they come out, they look stunned because when you go into Steve Mortorano's place, his food is the best. But what he does, Italian food, not fish, not what you do, but what he does, what he does is he assigns you a banker.
Right. Do they still not tell you the prices?
No, and he has on the menu, "Don't break my balls." What the heck is that all
Oh, hey, I
about?
like him for that
Open
part.
your own restaurant and don't break my balls.
Yeah.
That's what he
Right.
has on his menu.
Right, he's
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
All right? He threw Madonna out, for
Right.
God's sakes.
He's right.
Right?
They do
Liza
break your
Minnelli
balls,
threw
I
her
promise
out
you. Oh,
and
my
threw her
God.
husband with him. Threw him right out the door.
Are you kidding me?
Madonna,
Yeah, she was
Madonna
living
asked to
down here.
lower the music. He turned
Yeah.
it up. And then he went over like a madman. He threw all 30 people out. At least he's consistent.
Right.
Yeah, right.
It's his restaurant. He's going to do it the way he wants to do it. And that's the end of it. But even, the cigar bar culture, and I've seen it over here with the Diplomat.
Yeah.
Okay, our good friend Jerry runs that place
sure.
over there, him and Tommy. Okay, Nick Mariani at his place up in on Oakland Park Boulevard, right by you get a little strange clientele from time to time.
Yeah, you just never know what you're going to go in there.
I remember my grandfather's words saying, "Son, nothing good happens after midnight." And that's the truth. And you close before midnight.
Oh yeah,
now.
They're gone.
They're gone. The nuts don't have a shot at the Blue Moon
they're
anymore.
gone. They're gone.
Okay, they're brooding. They're walking around with no place to go. We had a few crazy people come into that place over the years.
We catch them down on 33rd Street after they're gone.
Exactly.
Oh my God, the walking leprechaun.
Right.
I'll tell you something over there.
What's going on over there?
Some of the girls over there have been picked up so many times I installed handles on them. I mean, it's just unbelievable.
And my handicap joker was bad, he says, right?
Oh my God! I mean, it scared the devil. I mean, these are like retreads from 1978. I tell you, sometimes the people with the walkers, they can't get out in the rain.
Yeah.
It looked like the Night of the Living Dead. With the
Dead
steam coming off and all their hair fell flat. You want to talk about being scared, half senseless? Okay, I was sitting out there and I was watching them, and they can't run.
No.
They can't run. The makeup was running. I'm telling you, it was like Halloween 9. 888-565-1470 if you want to join us on the airwaves. 888-565-1470. We're here on WWNN Radio, 1470 on your dial. Now, how old were you? I don't want to ask when you decided you wanted to be a restaurateur.
I did
because
decide.
You have to have it in your blood. Let's face it, the hours are demanding. You're raising small children. It must have been unbelievable.
Right. Yeah, no, it takes a certain person to be in this business. It takes a certain personality to deal with people every day. Every day is different, like you said. And now, especially, the days of the internet now and Yelp and TripAdvisor.
Oh, God forbid you should do something wrong.
Oh, you don't understand.
They bury you, and it's there forever.
They bury you, and it's there forever, and you can't write back. You can't say, this isn't exactly what happened. The last one I read, I said, that's it. Because I used to get on there to see, how's my business.
Is that when you turned racing
what are
off
people
on us?
thinking?
Because of the thugs at the bar, the mafia at the bar?
Right.
Is that when you turned the racing
off? I turned
off?
the races off once, and I swear to God, there was like a bounty on my head. You don't understand.
No.
They were screaming and yelling so loud, and there's people inside. So I went over, and I had no idea. Pat had a horse racing. All this stuff was going on. I'm not kidding. They came after me.
Pat Bazzuly,
yes.
Who owns Anthony's Cold
Right.
Fire Pizza.
Right. We're finally smoked the peace pipe and everything, but I mean, they came after me. What were you thinking? I didn't know. I just
It was the Kentucky Derby, for God's sake.
No, it wasn't.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't. To them, it was, though. And I was just
well,
like,
they bet every race.
All the people inside, it's too loud. There's like 40 guys over there, and I'm like, take the remote and
what we
the
should
last
do?
second.
We should have horse races
till
5:30 and then kill it.
Right.
5:30, and that's enough. By that time, you lost all your money anyway. They'll all be out of there miserable.
Yeah, exactly.
You got Johnny Meatballs. He's got 5 racing forms on
Right.
the
He's
table.
at the host's office.
Who brings binoculars to watch television? I mean, come on. They're a little carried away here. Huh? No?
Yeah, right.
I mean, I can see a race, this, that. But so now they go to Toulouse, right? They're just as miserable there. Or they go down and see over at Umberto's.
Uh-huh.
Okay?
Right. They make the
Rosetta's
rounds.
place. Right. And Rosetta's a sweetheart. She lets us do whatever we want to do, but it's so gloomy because there's no water.
Right.
It's dark, it's dreary, the same music's been playing. If I hear Volare one more time, I'm going to go outside and put my head in a bowl of battery acid. I mean, I can't take it. That and that other thing, you know what I mean?
Right,
And meanwhile, you look out the window and it's a gorgeous day.
Right.
And here we are in a dungeon.
Right.
It's like being in a lockup. I mean, it's unbelievable.
Yeah.
Why do they always send me all kinds of... they send me all kinds of messages. They know I'm on the air.
What?
That's like the donut girl. She usually calls.
Oh, really?
12 years, yeah. What are you doing? I'm on the air. Hello. Okay, it's just the way it is. But you do have to have a certain... because you had small kids, you had to be there for them in the morning.
Right, yeah. Oh,
it's
yeah.
hard
I mean, you
when
miss
you're coming
everything.
home,
You miss people's weddings. You miss
picking
baby
yourself up off the
showers.
floor.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you just, you don't have real, your social life is that place. That's why, we become friends with them. We become friends with the staff. That sort of becomes your world when you're in the restaurant business. You have to be there. And if you're not, my friends will text me. They're there on a Tuesday night.
Where are you?
Where are you? Like, you killed their puppy. That you're not actually there. I mean, you really want to see those people. But I was going to tell you this story about the Yelp thing, because this is a good one. This is the last time I decided to read Yelp. They pull out a little part of it, and it'll say, like, had a great time or fantastic food. So one of them says, very disappointed. And I was like, oh, wow, because I'm scrolling down. Everything's great. Right. This woman from, Boston or wherever, Chicago, says, we went there for lunch, beautiful weather, perfect table, on and on and on. But we were very disappointed we didn't see a manatee. Now I gotta have sea life. I'm not even kidding you. She didn't see a manatee.
Well, you should have told me, and I would have thrown her in the water, and she gotta get a closer look.
But I mean, that says very disappointed. Someone sees that. We can't. Someone reading might not read the whole thing.
I've seen a manatee twice in 16 years.
And who cares? They do nothing. They eat lettuce.
I've seen a shark before I've seen a manatee.
Now I have to be Miami Seaquarium and provide sea life. It's insane what people want.
Like a Chinese, Japanese monster shark comes along and takes one of these people right off your deck.
Just like that Facebook thing, the guy's trying to feed the topping, and the topping grabs his arm. Right. That's what you get, you moron.
Right, exactly. Let him just eat.
And you can't even see them coming up at you.
I said, I'm done. I'm done reading this.
I mean, I've seen dorsal fins go by. I've seen porpoises swing by, dolphins swim by. I've seen people swim by.
Right,
right. Or maybe they were floating by. It doesn't matter.
It depends on whether it was a canal or not.
Floating by.
Right? 888-565-1470 if you want to join us on the air. And you especially, Tony, you're late night. You're 2 in the morning.
And saying this thing about relationships and it's business. I've been in a lot of great relationships, but they go south because I'm working New Year's Eve.
Right.
Saturday date night, I'm working.
You're done.
Christmas Eve, I'm not there for those things.
Exactly. You can't.
It's
Valentine's Day. I mean,
it's almost like being a drunk.
So it goes for the life I chose. It's the
Same
end of the
thing.
day. But,
right. It is. It really does become your life.
It's like being a drunk. You just described Dennis. I mean, he's never. What can I tell you? But no, it's true. As an entertainer, because I did a little bit of it myself. Even when my real thing was I was a real estate developer, and I developed shopping centers. And what you do is your business becomes your mistress, and that's what cost me both marriages, really.
Right.
Because you're driven by the I guess the adrenaline of making the deal. And at 27 years old, when you got $25-30 million, and you started from scratch,
right.
It takes a toll on you. You don't relate to anybody anymore.
Right. Yeah.
And just like in the entertainment or the restaurant business, you're up in the morning restocking what you sold the night before, trying to see what's spoiled, what didn't spell. Developing a special menu, taking reservations, and your phone rings off the hook.
All day. Facebook
you see,
message,
350 people
Oh,
or
yeah.
more?
Oh, yeah. And then of course, you have everybody that's your friend on Valentine's Day, New Year's, they can't get a reservation. I have more friends than Carter has liver pills. Yeah. I'm like, are you kidding me? I don't even know who these people are. I'm friends with Martha. I'm friends with Baron. I'm friends with Bryce.
I am
Martha.
Mick.
Hey, Tony,
right, I know this
sing
guy.
my song.
Right.
Yeah, right.
The worst part about that is
sing my song. I love this.
The worst part about it is that when like I get new customers, somebody come, they hear me sing the first couple of times, they love it. They put tip in the jar. Then after about the third or fourth time, they think they're your friend, and they don't have to tip you anymore.
Right.
You got a
stalker. What are you going to give me?
I got more than one.
I threw that stalker out. There was a guy. Remember the guy following you around, wanted the microphone?
Yes.
I went,
I thought you were talking about. I thought you were talking about the girl.
Yes, I saw that too.
She says to the bartender, I want to rip your tongue out. Yeah.
What hospital did you come from? Yeah.
And they want to get up there with you all the time and sing.
No, this woman just.
One?
No, this one. This
one.
What?
When we were at Frankie and Johnny's, she came, sat at the bar, got a glass of water, and just stared at me like this. And then Johnny's finally told her, "Get out."
Right.
Johnny throws her out.
I'm sure.
What does she do?
Better language.
She gets in her car and pulls up along the sidewalk and rolls down the window and watches me until I'm done.
Serious?
Until I'm done. And then she calls me up one day. I think it was last time she went to the cigar bar. Come on, you want to go to the strip club with me? I'm going to go to the strip club with y'all.
I'm going to call the police on you. I'm going to get Joe Jenner to come over and put bracelets on you.
Hysterical.
Right, from Mortaranos, go get Joe Jenner. Mortaranos got the cop out front. Joe Jenner.
Right.
Broward County deputy forever.
Right.
Go call Joe. He'll come up with the bracelets on.
Oh, my God.
That's
she came in when I was out of town, and Cindy was like, she's texting me, "You're crazy stalkers here." I'm like, what do you want me to do about it? I'm in Spain. Don't tell her I'm in Spain.
Right, yeah, she'll take the first flight over.
I mean, and you don't know because they're out of their minds.
Yeah.
I mean, they're delusional. You see it all the time. Some Hollywood star gets whacked out by some.
Right.
Well, that's what I used
Johnny
to,
Carson had that guy who was always in the house.
remember that's what I did for 25 years. I did high-end bodyguard work in counterterrorism. I dealt with
really?
stalkers for years. I'm singing like 9 years now.
Okay. Right.
But
It's like the same thing.
He was known as the singing policeman. he never arrested anybody. You could always hear him coming. Dr. Shane, hello, Dr. Shane. Okay, hurry up, he's coming. Right? All you had to do is when he went to arrest, he's clap and he'd go like this. He'd bow and you run. I mean, it worked every time.
Right.
888-565-1470. You're here on the Mix of the Show. You know, it's funny. We get a lot of people from out of town. They come in from all over California, New York, Chicago, Boston. And when you don't know where to go, this paper here, this is our good friends, okay? Around Town Magazine. Mm-hmm. You can look it up, aroundtownnews.com if you're up there. It has everything here. Rick and Ellen do a great job, the Schweitzers. Pat Maniscola, who's been with the paper forever, he's the founder. Okay, Pat's now getting around with a cane, but he's in good shape right now, at least last I heard. And it gives you everything you want to see. The restaurants, who's appearing there. Yeah. Tony, you've been in this paper 1,000 times.
I used to write a column for Tony's.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Okay, Victoria now writes and asks Victoria, Dennis's old girlfriend there.
Right.
Very, very active with horse racing. And, it's been around. And I recommend this because it's a free publication, first of all. And you can look at it online. You can go pick up a copy. They're just about everywhere, right. and see what the pulse is like here, especially where we are. It's really we are South Florida. Let's face it, Fort Lauderdale. To me, the Boca Raton beaches, all the way down the Strip, and this paper really covers it all. They do a great job. I get it every week. I take a look at all the pictures. It's Candace from the 33rd Street Wine Bar, her 9th anniversary. She loves wine. She's a real connoisseur of wine. In fact, they should amputate a hand and just weld a wine glass to it because she's always got a wine glass with the.
Well, it's got to be interchangeable because she likes to do little flowers on it and everything.
Well, she paints those flowers, I think, does she?
No, that's the Chinese kid who has a gallery. He does those flowers.
Chinese kid.
Yeah. He has the gallery.
King Fangul.
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay. King Fangul, the Chinese restaurant. Okay. No, but pick up a copy of it today. And see what's going on. You'll see who's entertaining everywhere. Glenn Easton's in here with his place. Nick Mariani's place. JoJo Dancer, all right? Bartender of the Universe. She did a great job. She won the Golden Spoon Award from the Mariani Institute. Okay. Conrad Mariani, when he came over from Italy, He landed in Naples. He thought it was Naples, Italy. He ended up in Naples, Florida. So he liked it so much he decided to stay. And he opened up the Mariani Institute, and he goes around and he checks out bars all over. And he gave JoJo the great Golden Spoon Award for mixology.
Really?
Phenomenal. Of course not. But anyway, it sounds good. All right. We're going to go to break. We're going to come back in a minute. I'm the Mixter. I'm here with Martha Bennett from the Blue Moon, Tony Martelli from Parts Unknown. We're having a great time. We'll be back right after this on 1470 at time 529. Nick Mariani, you've done it again. Cigar Republic USA, located right on A1A and Oakland Park Boulevard. Hey, listen, slaving on a hot mic every day like I do, I look to unwind. Happy hour, 11 to 7. It's not happy hour, it's happy days. Well drinks, $5. Drop in and see JoJo behind the bar. Have yourself a ball at Cigar Republic USA, located right on Oakland Park Boulevard by the beach, next to the famous Motorano's Cafe. You can't miss it. It's right there, right by the North Beach Shops, which is booming over there right now. New restaurants popping up everywhere. Come into the Cigar Republic USA. Now listen, there's no better gift than a box of cigars. And Nick, he's done it right. He's got everything you can think of for cigar smokers everywhere. And you don't smell the smoke when you're in his place. That's the phenomenal thing about it. Non-smokers like the place. You could go next door, chill out on the Rocky Patel Signature Lounge, which is abuts the cigar bar. Terrific place, leather couches, everything. Big screen televisions. They're all over the place. Have a ball at Cigar Republic USA. Nick Mariani's done it well again. Come in, hot barmaids like you've never seen before. Visit with I like to call her my little Lima Llama. Go in and see Cindy and the rest of the crew over there. have a steak sandwich, 8-ounce New York prime, grilled onions, everything on it. Fantastic. Or a real Cuban sandwich. I heard Fidel Castro orders them. I don't know. It sounds good anyway. Cigar Republic USA, right on the corner of Oakland Park Boulevard and A1A in Fort Lauderdale, right by the North Beach shops. Can't miss it. Tell them the Mixter sent you and have yourself a ball. Love it. Here, back on the show, 5:32 your time, 888-565-1470. Blue Moon Fish Company, Martha Bennett, in-house, right
Hi,
here.
everyone.
Live, in-house, Tony Martelli. I tell you, I might stop over tonight. I get bad vibes when I go in there lately, but, because I don't want to drink all the time, And I might stop in and have a couple of cocktails with you tonight.
Sing a couple of tunes.
I might sing a couple of tunes. Why not? I do it all the time.
He's so good. Yeah.
All right. And, and then until I get completely plastered, I can't remember the words. Okay?
Then I got the phone with YouTube.
Trying to read the print. I can't even see I see it's lit up, and that's as far as I can go. We were talking about 33rd Street, which is really called the North Beach Shops.
Right.
And new places have popped up. The corner by the wine bar, it's a beer place.
Beer place, yeah.
Yeah,
really?
but it has a nice crowd. It looks like refugees from Woodstock.
Yes,
every time I go by.
It's
the other one, on the other street with the board riders or whatever.
The boardroom. Right, and Stephanie, one of our bartenders, she works over there too all
it's
the time.
An older crowd.
They got like Jedis and stuff in there. There's really weird people.
I ran away with one of the girls who used to work over there for a while. And one day she went through menopause or something. I went to bed with like Cameron Diaz, and I woke up with ZZ Top. I don't know what happened. It was like a metamorphosis. Either that or we both sobered up. I never saw her again. I don't know what happened. But that area is really humming.
It is, though.
But we lost Tony D's, but now it's been sold, I heard. And nobody knows who's going in there yet. It's a top secret, I guess. That bar closed. Okay, Sue, I don't know what happened with her. I think they just closed for the summer. I'm not sure.
I met the guy.
Really? Sam.
Yeah, so
wonderful
he
people.
He said to open it back up.
They went back to Rhode Island is where they're from.
Right.
And they spend the summers up there, and then they'll come back and reopen. You can do that.
Well, yeah, I mean,
they don't
listen,
have
the
food.
season, it's, you don't realize how tourist driven also, as much as we are the locals, Fort Lauderdale, that these East Side restaurants are. How many people, I mean.
That's why they get in trouble.
Right.
You guys are veterans of this. And what it is you got to bring it in.
Right.
And you kept your
5
staff
months.
year-round.
You got 5 months.
There are people there 15, 16 years that I know.
Well, it's like Beano. A couple of years back, we closed we'd stop the music, or we closed for 2 or 3 weeks. Last year, I said, listen.
Is the Blue Moon?
Last year, I said, listen, you got locals here. We got local people. I'm sure the entertainers will give you a summer rate, but we should try it.
Right.
So we kept last summer, we kept the entertainment for the summer, the best summer they ever had.
Really? Right.
So now we're the only ones around there with live music.
Right. If people want to do something.
Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
Wow.
It's a great place.
You always do well over there. In fact, it's got a good name. Some of those Boca restaurants are really good. We go up to Abe and Louie's up there. New York Prime is like a hangout for me when I feel like having a steak once every 3 months. Right. But I always have a good time. But I don't really leave the beach area where we are.
Right.
My world ends at Oakland Park Boulevard and Atlantic. Right. I mean, it's that's it. There's really no place to go. I lived at Coral Springs forever, and I really don't like it inland. Although I venture up there because Debbie lives up there, but it's not where I want to be.
I live in Delray, but. And I'm looking to buy a place. So I'm going to go down towards Fort Lauderdale. You go to Fort Lauderdale, you have Lauderdale by the sea. You have the whole 33rd Street area over there. You got Las Olas. You got Fort Lauderdale Beach.
A lot of little pockets of stuff.
And you get in one spot and you could walk.
Right.
We were
about to open in Delray, actually. You heard about that.
Which one? I know. It fell through.
We were trying to put a deal together there.
I had heard about it. Yeah, I did hear about it.
Yeah, it was very close.
Yeah.
But everything happens for a reason. We're so busy where we are. We're all three always there. I mean, it was going to be. You're going to be pulled really.
You got
it's got
the
to be
premier place.
Right.
Right there. It's independently owned. You're not a chain.
Yeah.
Okay. Everything, the fish, and like I said, I've never had a bad meal there. You got JB, James Boyer.
Right.
terrific. He's like my
He's
brother
awesome,
from another
yeah.
mother.
Right.
Bryson Barron just about win every trophy. Had Emerald Lagasse shooting
Emerald's
there,
been there
a cooking
few times.
show.
Yeah.
Okay, more than once.
Right.
You don't get that unless you're really on the map.
Right, yeah.
And I've
20
seen-
years is a long time in this business.
Oh, yeah, no doubt about it, especially in Fort Lauderdale.
5 years is a long time in this business.
Yeah.
Most of them don't make a year. Look at
Right,
Tony D,
exactly.
6 months.
It's
and,
tough.
and it turned out the guy went out and killed himself. I
Yeah,
mean, he
that
was
was
a great
sad.
fellow, Chris.
Right.
I loved him.
Right.
And I wish he would have came to me. You know, it made no sense to me to kill yourself over money. I guess failure. You know,
Right.
failure. You only fail when you stop.
That's
I mean,
right.
the failure
That's
was
right.
at the end. I'd been dead 30 years ago.
That's right.
I mean,
your
if
ego
the-
gets involved too. You know, you
I
do
can't
something.
fail. I
You
can't
can't fail.
You got to
It's like,
check
how
your
do you-
ego
you
in
know,
business.
Right,
Oh,
you have to.
I
In this
opened
business for
a,
sure.
a club a couple of years ago, and my partner walked, just
Oh,
disappeared.
really? Yeah.
You know?
It takes a lot. Everything has to be perfect to really make it work in
Yeah.
this. And it's a constant, it's a labor of
And
love.
you got to
no doubt
constantly
about it.
reinvent yourself.
Right.
That's right.
I
Yeah.
mean,
That's
you
right.
know, that's why you went and did the renovation. You said, okay, it's been this long. I mean, you put $1.5 million in the place. It's gorgeous.
Yeah, it looks
You know, you
does
made
look
it
great.
airy.
Right.
You know,
The horseshoe bar now, the bar used to be you just stared at the TV.
Our bar only had what? Our bar. Listen
Right,
to me.
right.
Our partner all of a sudden. It only had 9 seats.
It only had 9 seats.
All right, so
right.
it was quaint.
Right.
You know,
Yeah.
now you got 20 some odd seats around the
Right.
bar,
I
and
haven't been-
everybody
I haven't
can
been there
look
You
since
gotta
the
at
come
each other.
renovation.
in. We'll
We'll do
make
a
something
brunch.
happen
We'll
for
do a
sure.
brunch.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We
You got
definitely
any
need to,
interior
Tony, my
shots
new
over
best
there,
friend.
Freddie? Put a couple of interior shots up.
Yeah, did I send any? I sent a lot of
I
food
think
shots,
you did.
but
He'll find it. He's pretty good at what he does.
Yeah.
We've got people up in New Hampshire listening right now.
New Hampshire.
Hi,
Yes,
New Hampshire.
Is there really a New
Yeah,
Hampshire?
Yeah. They're Nashua.
Nashua.
Suzanne Pacheco. It's a
Pacheco.
Long story. Was my high school girlfriend.
And what happened?
And
What
yeah,
happened? What
I
happened?
left. I left. What do you want?
What happened? What happened? You know, that's the truth. People say, what happened? What do you think happened? Who knows what happened?
So,
I
see,
know what happened.
I put a thing on Facebook. She said, "We're gonna be listening." So,
Oh,
Suzanne,
good.
hey, how are
Well,
you?
that's the thing about Facebook now. You do reconnect with those people. There's
Right.
a lot of.
I don't want to
high
see
school-
anybody from the old days. I didn't like them then. I got to see them again.
I
mean,
did
come
a
on.
search for the guys that I grew up with, and they're all in jail now. So
All
okay,
right.
they don't got
Right.
Facebook. They got
Right, they have a
they got
Facebook,
mug
they got
shots. Like what they got.
888-565-1470, 888-565-1470. You know what I like? Every Christmas season, the Blue Moon's decked out.
Yeah.
And we have it. You always have that Christmas party where
Right,
you
right.
bring in one of the yachts from Captain Matt next
Right,
door.
we did the charter one.
Oh, yeah,
did
it's
the yacht
huge.
parties.
I mean, you know, and we've been out there sometimes we were so cold you froze to death.
Right.
But,
the
you know, it
yacht
was all
parties are
heated
funny.
cabin.
You know, there's like 4 rows. So
Yeah.
the top is like the partiers and the smokers are all at the top, and then you get the other crowd. You know, it's funny.
And
Everybody
they do all
gravitates to.
it's catered perfectly by the crew over there. I mean, it's really a generous thing that you do.
Right.
Remember the year Ricky fell in the water?
Oh
and
my
was
gosh,
drowned?
that was hysterical.
Okay,
Ricky
another
fell
one.
in.
Another one of our crew who happens to be a little bit. He drinks a little too much.
He's in Saratoga now,
yeah,
isn't he?
yeah. They should
But-
stay up there. All right. last time they had to pick him up off the floor. I gave him a
People hang
swat.
around with us drink. I mean, what's the?
Like, what in the world? Yeah.
Where I'm going back to church.
Well, there's drinking and there's people who need
Right.
an IV bag.
Yeah.
I mean,
that's-
believe me, the running of the town drunk, I know who the runners are, okay? And it's really negotiable who it is. I mean, I could go on and on and on indefinitely. Some of the people in the town, I'm surprised that they're still walking around.
I know.
It's true. It's true.
You know, we see it all the time. You know, listen, how many people in that place over the years have no longer there, right?
They're no longer there.
You know,
right.
these are people that we saw every day, you know,
Every
we liked
day.
and we got along with. And,
Yeah.
You know, life is funny. It's like a rag. It just comes along and wipes it clean.
Right.
You know, you're only dancing on this planet for a short time. And I try and make every day count myself.
You're
You know, I
good at
get
that,
up
though.
early.
You always say, Tuesday be good to us, Wednesday be good to us. You're good at
You know,
that.
I'm
Nick,
spiritual,
Right.
for a heathen. You know,
Right.
I'm quite spiritual.
Heathens are spiritual too.
No,
That's
no
our new
doubt about
tagline.
it. You know, I enjoy it, you know. And I tell you the truth, you know as well as I do, right? Things change in an instant in business and in life. So
You're
you got to
right.
take every day as it comes.
You're right.
And just hope for the best. I
Yeah.
mean,
And we live in paradise here. I mean, you know,
There's no doubt about it.
there's
We
nothing
do.
to get depressed about. You know,
We
you
do.
get depressed, go take a walk to the beach.
Yeah, exactly.
It is
it's so
paradise.
humid.
Yeah.
It's so hot. Yeah, but it's still beautiful though. I mean, you got to take it. We get those 5 months of beautiful weather. We got to have a little heat and humidity here. But
well, you know, listen, I go from an air-conditioned car, from an
Right, to an
air-conditioned house,
air-conditioned thing.
air-conditioned
Right.
restaurant,
We've got the
air-conditioned
air-conditioned
office.
patio on now
I mean,
as well.
and then
We
when
have
I
to
do want to go out
close
in the
it and
sun, I'm
AC it.
usually by a pool. And if you get
Right.
hot, you jump in the water,
Cold
and that's
drink.
the end of it.
That's
Little
right.
I mean,
pina
this is
colada,
South
you're good
Florida.
to go.
All right, you know, when you think about the Indians, this place only had, 11,000 people a few years ago? Okay, let's go to the phone. And Rodney, you're on the air.
How you doing? Hope you can hear me. It's Ronnie Davis. Hi, Tony. Hi, everybody.
Ronnie Davis.
Davis,
Ronnie,
how are
hey,
you,
my
baby?
buddy.
I was just looking in the
outside
paper. I just
Buffalo
saw you
News.
playing.
He's right here.
Yeah.
Bobby
Can you hear me
Rubino's.
okay?
Ah.
I want to let you know, listening to you as a guest, I've been in the business down here since 72.
I know you have. I caught you act many times.
And my lovely wife, Patty, who's working tonight, her and I met his 5 nightclub, so I can relate. It's like you're strumming my pain with your fingers, singing my life with your songs.
Killing me softly?
Ronnie, you're
No,
at
you
the
got it.
Pompano Moose
Ronnie.
tonight, right?
Yeah, you got it, Tony. And yeah, the show's great. I'm going to have to tune in more often. I'm just getting ready to move equipment and do the gig. And someday we'll get together. We'll talk about some old times. But Tony, you're the best, buddy.
Thank you, brother.
Thanks, Ronnie. Thanks for your call, brother.
All right, and keep those memories flowing.
I sure will,
Right.
okay? We'll
All right,
catch your
everybody.
act soon.
All right, have a great night.
You too. Ronnie Davis has been around a long time. Another
Yeah,
guy
he's a
since
great guy.
72.
Great guy.
He kept his act. He keeps changing it as he goes along. I've caught him. Where is he? Bobby Rubino's, but he's somewhere else tonight, isn't he?
He's at the Pompano Moose tonight.
The Moose.
But
You know the difference between the Elks and the Moose? The Elks is this, the Moose is this.
I wish you guys could see these guys
They
doing
can.
the elf
It's-
thing right now.
it is,
If you're
eh?
watching this on TV,
Yeah, you're not supposed to reveal that. It's like
I know.
we're
Only
gonna-
an elk.
That's
I
right,
was
only
an
an
elk.
elk.
I had to leave because they were all out of their minds. I mean, you know, we had elks come from all over, guys with like badges on them.
Yeah, right.
These guys were like, "What did you do? Are you Audie Murphy over here?"
Yeah,
I mean,
no.
it's a club. What the heck's that all about? 888-565-1470. The good thing about the Elks, though, drinks are cheap,
Yeah, well, you got to join.
always
and-
in there, right? The drinks are cheap.
Always
and the
in
booze.
there.
and all they do is
Well,
play
we
cards
did
and drink.
we did my
Right.
birthday party at the Pompano Elks, and because we wanted to dance floor, the whole 9 yards, and then so Elvira, my girl,
Yeah.
she likes champagne, so they say, oh, if you remember, the bottle's like $5 or something like that. She says you have to join. All right, I'll join.
Just
so
for
now
She was a
You're
lady
one of
elk.
them.
no,
Right.
she's the moose. She joined the moose,
Oh, the Moose.
so she's a moose set.
Okay.
And
that's
I'm an
what it
elk.
is.
I don't get the whole thing with one of the things with the Elks is right.
The roll
They
call
do
of
that.
the dead.
At the end of the night, they do this toast for peace and happiness and everything like that, right? I turned around the first time. I said, I don't think that elk with his head chopped off over there. They're very happy.
That's no good. No good. Elk demerits for you.
That's right.
You know what's funny? It used to be they call out the names of the people who died.
Yeah, right,
In
right.
the
Oh,
last week or
really?
two.
Yeah, right.
And I remember sitting there and I said, wouldn't these guys go out of their mind if they all came through the door?
Yeah, right.
I said, I'd be out the window pretty quick. 888-565-1470. There's a lot of that. But it's not like it used to be with the VFW.
No.
There's no more. You know why? Because they're all dead.
Right.
That's just the way it goes.
But that Elks, they got a huge stage and a room back there. They do so much there.
Oh
They're
yeah,
doing
it's
nothing in it.
terrific.
So-
I mean, I was at the biggest Elks Club in Florida is the one in Inglewood, Florida, Inglewood by Boca Grande.
Oh,
I think
right.
it was 2365. That's where I was at the real estate developer down there. After they threw me
Is
out
that
of
where the
Tampa.
camp is too? They have the camp up there. too?
Yeah, that's right. Camp Elk or whatever it is. Everybody walks around with the Elkdom hats on and stuff like that. I mean, it's insane. I don't do any
It's
of that.
like a
anymore.
bad swinger party with the things up there.
Bad swinger party. But you ever
Is there ever a good one?
I don't know. Okay, it could be 888-565-1470. I don't know what's on tap this weekend at the Blue Moon. Anything good going on over
Well,
there?
of course, we're doing our brunch again, and we're open the night of 4th of July.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we are. We have a few reservations. People may be coming down to the beach. They want to stop in, have a drink.
Mm-hmm.
It's the same thing like you said when you close.
Well, if anybody's down the beach, if anybody comes in from out of town and you're listening to this broadcast, and you're catching this, you got to try it. If you're out of town, if you're in Boston, New York, or wherever we are in the world, even in China. We do say we don't serve Chinese food, but we have sushi.
Yeah, we do.
Okay, so you can come down.
If
The
you're down
fish
there,
is
ask
fresh.
for me. I'm going to work all day Monday, so the rest of the staff can take off and go do what they want. So if you're listening, come say hi to me. We'll have a drink at the bar from me. For
Absolutely.
Mick invited me to his show.
I'll drop.
Yeah,
you know that.
right. I'll
All
be
I'm not
there.
gonna- I'll
So,
go to, I got a couple of
light a few
barbecues I want to go
fireworks.
to.
Right.
I'm going to drop over and see wifey Sandy for her birthday, and I'll probably be floating around somewhere on the 4th. Where are you playing, or are you off?
I'm off. I'm gonna go see actually Ronnie Davis. He's doing a show at Lime Bay and a barbecue, and then at night going to the Hard Rock.
Nice.
Ah.
You go to Hard Rock. This is the best kept secret in the world. Now everybody's gonna know it, and I won't have a place
No
to go.
more.
They got the 2 parking garages.
Right.
The one by the outside the Paradise area. You go up to the top of that thing. It's outside. When they do the fireworks, and they do the fireworks from the other parking lot, so it's right there. And if you turn your head 360
You can
degrees,
see the city.
you
see
see
everything.
all the cities.
Plantation's
all-
got good fireworks.
Plantation, Davie,
I used to
Fort
live out there when I
Lauderdale
was
Beach. You
little.
can see Hollywood Beach. All the fireworks all the way around. It's the best.
When I lived
Wow.
in Sea Ranch, I lived in the penthouse over there for 10 years. Everybody would come over and have a party there because the barge was right off the beach.
All right.
I mean, it was great. We could
Right,
see the
the barge is
fireworks
right there.
and see the boatloads of Haitians coming
Right.
in.
That's right
We
off
did
the
it
thing,
all,
man.
all at the same time.
Yep.
All right,
Yep.
and it's true. I mean, we've had boatloads of people land on that beach over there. I mean,
That's
what's
so
about
funny.
it? That's what I said, listen, there's people landing on a boat here. What? You don't have that in your backyard? All right? But you don't have a submarine going by in the middle? Or those jets? The
Right.
first year they had the Airland and Sea Show?
Yeah.
The place shook?
Oh,
I'm
my.
afraid of heights. I'm living on the 17th floor, Ace.
That thing is
All right,
shaking.
you want to see a guy run out of the thing down the stairs?
Fastest Mickey's ever run.
Oh,
Hear
forget
that.
since the old days. I mean, I still got speed when I'm scared. I mean, it works every time. 888-565-1470. 4th of July is more of a barbecue day, too.
Right.
And it's hard to gauge.
Right.
It's hard to gauge the restaurant business at
Yeah,
all.
it
You
is.
figure it's going to be slow today. You get jammed with 400 people at once, and everybody wants a table now.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's
I've been
the
through
truth.
it.
Well, the other thing is that everybody is an expert of why things are not happening
yeah,
today.
right,
Right, exactly.
Remember
It's the
that.
wind.
gotta be this.
The rain will
that's
kill
so
it.
Right, right.
Yeah,
That's
All
so true, Tony.
Okay. Right?
Yeah. And remember, there's a game on tonight somewhere.
Exactly.
Let's
Right.
see.
A
There'll
soccer
be a
game
little league
in
game
France.
on, right.
We've heard it. Women will go out in the rain, but they won't go out in the wind. It blows their hair.
Yeah.
right.
I've
You're
heard
so
that.
right
I've
about
heard.
that, though.
I've
my
heard so
God.
many of these excuses
It's got to
over
be
the year.
this. It's got to be
Yeah,
that.
the problem is, and then the ones that don't have any business year round anyway. You ever start to think that maybe your food sucks?
Yeah, it's a possibility.
You see, you can't be successful in Florida, South Florida, or Coral Springs. I mean, Jack O'Connell's had Runyons forever.
Right.
Okay. If they come and they don't come back, you just lost the customer forever because they'll never come
That's
back.
right.
Yeah, they won't.
And that's why you
won't.
built
And-
your business
Very
up
important, right.
because they keep coming back to the Blue Moon. They keep coming back to certain restaurants.
Yeah.
And that's why others fail.
Right.
I mean, if they get one stiff meal, you can give a guy 10 good meals in a row, great meals. That one stiff is the only one they're going to talk about.
Always
That's
said
it.
that. Yeah.
And I've seen it. You ever notice if somebody comes along by the Blue Moon, first thing they're going to change everything.
Right,
Next thing
right.
you know, they're broke.
Right.
I've seen it with Corelli's across the street, the little pizzeria.
Oh,
I had
right.
the best
Yeah,
pizza.
yeah,
I used to
yeah.
come from Coral Streets to buy it because it was the best. Those are the guys. He changes the name. He does this. He does that, and he sits there with his wife staring out the window.
There's nothing
right.
happening.
It's horrible.
I know.
I mean, nothing
I know.
against them.
I've eaten there a couple of times. It was a great little
That's
place.
what happened to Andre's Steakhouse, the one they just knocked down next to Umberto.
Yeah,
did
what's
they knock
going
it
there,
down?
I wonder.
I don't know.
Right.
If it was me, it would be parking garage.
Right.
I mean, what are you going to do? Put it there? You got Zuccarello's here. You got Umberto's here. What are you going to put in the middle? Chinese restaurant?
Right, yeah.
Zuccarello's
I mean,
great.
You got,
Yeah, it
you got
is.
best
They're great.
Chinese. There's a million Chinese restaurants. You got Thai Spice. You got the Rainbow Palace, the home of the $400 bowl of rice. I mean, that's the only Chinese restaurant
I
I've
like
ever
Thai
been into.
Spice though. That place
Right,
is
yeah.
really
Good.
good.
I
The
do
only
too.
Chinese restaurant I ever go to where they play Sinatra.
Yes,
Where?
they
In the
do.
Rainbow
Right,
Room?
at
Yeah.
Rainbow.
Yeah.
They don't play, usually, oh yeah.
right.
No.
Yeah.
All right, my way. Okay. And everybody's walking around in a tuxedo. And Kenny's the only guy that is Chinese. And he's
Right.
Kenny.
Yeah, and he's
It
Kenny.
sounds Irish.
It's not really his name, but
And I'm telling you, it's a God only fact. You order something to go, it's 5 inches by 8 inches by 6 inches, $184. What could possibly be in here? A gold bullion block? What?
I was
okay.
I was at a Chinese restaurant one time, and the guy kept giving me dirty looks. And at the end, I get my fortune cookie. I opened up and said, "I peed in your rice." It was handwritten. It's not supposed to be handwritten, is it?
Okay, I tell you the truth. I'm about to get out of the news the other night where he's picking garbage out of the dumpsters and putting it back in his Chinese restaurant. And then he turns around and he says, I have no phone to the guy. What's that mean? What's that got to do with anything?
Right.
You know what it was? He didn't know what to say. He short-circuited.
Oh, my gosh.
Okay, it's true. You got to watch these people over here.
Yeah.
Okay, especially, you know what I'm saying. That's why I like it, because I know everything's fresh. Bryce goes out half the time and catches everything you're going to have on his special.
He's a major fisherman. He's out there 4 a.m.
How many tournaments did he win this year?
Yeah, a lot.
Guy's awesome. I mean, he goes with a fish eye. He knows his way around.
Right.
We're gonna go to a break and come back and wrap it up here on a 4th of July, fabulous 4th of July weekend. Okay, wifey Sandy's birthday. Got Defoe's on the 5th also. I mean, a lot going on. Dancing JoJo over there. You're playing over at Nick Mariani's
Next
again
place,
tonight. The
right?
Cigar Republic USA, right across the street, right next door to Mortaranos.
You can get drunk and then I sound better when you're drunk.
Right.
Everybody sounds better when you're drunk.
Exactly.
We're going to go to break. We'll come back right after this. You're with the Mixter here on 1470. Your time, 5:51. Nick Mariani, you've done it again. Cigar Republic USA, located right on A1A and Oakland Park Boulevard. Hey, listen, slaving on a hot mic every day like I do, I look to unwind. Happy hour. 11 to 7, it's not happy hour, it's happy days. Well drinks, $5. Drop in and see JoJo behind the bar. Have yourself a ball at Cigar Republic USA, located right on Oakland Park Boulevard by the beach, next to the famous Mortaranos Cafe. You can't miss it. It's right there, right by the North Beach Shops, which is booming over there right now. New restaurants popping up everywhere. Come into the Cigar Republic USA. Now listen, there's no better gift than a box of cigars. And Nick, he's done it right. He's got everything you can think of for cigar smokers everywhere. And you don't smell the smoke when you're in his place. That's the phenomenal thing about it. I mean, non-smokers like the place. You could go next door, chill out on the Rocky Patel Signature Lounge, which is abuts the cigar bar. Terrific place, leather couches, everything. Big screen televisions. They're all over the place. Have a ball at Cigar Republic USA. Nick Mariani's done it well again. Come in, hot barmaids like you've never seen before. Visit with the, I like to call her my little Lima Llama. Go in and see Cindy and the rest of the crew over there. Have a steak sandwich, 8-ounce New York Prime, grilled onions, everything on it. Fantastic. Or a real Cuban sandwich. I heard Fidel Castro orders them. I don't know. It sounds good anyway. Cigar Republic USA, right on the corner of Oakland Park Boulevard and A1A in Fort Lauderdale, right by the North Beach Shops. Can't miss it. Tell them the Mixter sent you and have yourself a ball. 5:53 on a freaky, fabulous Fort Lauderdale 4th of July weekend. I tell you, we lit up the sky today. I had a great time with you guys. I mean,
I
you're
had a
out of your
great
minds.
time.
Well, I know you both forever. I mean, it's like we're just sitting here talking. We don't care about the people out in the audience because they don't matter to us. They leaving their menial jobs to go driving home miserable.
Yeah, we're the celebrities. What do you want?
Hey, come on. I got a dime, but who
Well,
cares?
know me.
Okay, it doesn't. Money don't make the world go round. Laughter does. I always said that, especially when I was broke. I had to give some sort of an excuse. Listen, if I had a choice to be rich or broke, I'd take rich every time. They say money can't buy love. Who wants love when you got money? You can buy anything you want.
You can rent some love.
$415 million tonight.
You can rent some off 33rd Street at night.
Well, I know 3 people ain't going to work tomorrow for $415 million in that lottery tonight.
Oh, is it tonight?
What happened to Martha? Who? She's
God,
gone.
please. Yeah, I will not be
I give
slinging
you
crab
each $1 million
cakes.
bucks
Sorry,
provided you
guys.
never call me ever again.
Right.
Like that old show with Michael Anthony. Remember that, the millionaire?
Right.
You must never divulge where this money comes or you forfeit the rest of it. I mean, just don't put it in the bank. Where are you going to find it?
Right.
I mean, come on, will you? I mean, old time. I was looking at Superman the other day. They had a whole day of old Superman. Not once did anybody say, hey, you know who you look like? The guy puts a pair of glasses on. He puts a pair of freaking glasses on.
That's it.
Not even the nose and the mustache glasses.
Right.
Just a pair of glasses, and nobody says.
And he puts his underwear on top of his pants.
On top of it, and his best friend's the police chief,
Yeah, right.
who drives a rambling Nash. All right, and we're the major metropolitan newspapers. There's not one Jewish guy on the staff. Where are the black people in this show? I mean, and the crooks. I mean, they're horrible. I like when he shoots him, then he stabs him, and then he runs into him with his head.
Yeah, right.
I mean, what's that all about?
This might work.
This is why we're out of our minds today from TV like that. I mean, it had to be.
I never got Superman. Here's a guy who can stop a train, right?
Right.
And all this stuff. And then some bad guy comes over and punches him, and he goes flying through a building. What the hell? Batman kicked his.
Right.
But
right.
listen. This is 1950s TV.
I know the old.
Yeah.
I mean, forget about these guys with the vacuum cleaners and the big heads that came out of the oil well. I had nightmares when I was a kid. Even like the old Three Stooges, I saw them when I was a kid.
I love that.
Right? But the funny thing is, those were made in the 30s. This was the 60s. These guys were all old.
Right.
They, Mo had baggage under his eyes. All right? It was a different curly because the other two died. Right? It was Joe DeRita. And I modeled my life after these people. How dare you die on me like this?
I know.
But, old-time TV with that station, that nostalgia TV station.
Right.
I look at it like on Saturdays because I don't want. They took away cartoons, so there's nothing.
Right.
to
Saturday cartoons.
That
my
noise
gosh.
in the morning, my kids with the cartoons all the time. I tell you the truth, I miss them.
I
the
do
old
too.
Bunny cartoons.
I know.
I was talking about it
great.
with Tom Kozlowski. He has a little kid, right? 56 years old. He gets married. He has a kid. Okay, but the kid loves cartoons. So he looks at cartoons all day. He owns RP Summit. Now, here's a guy who's running a $1 million company.
Gosh, yeah.
RPSummit.com. Drives traffic to every car dealer in the world. Makes nothing but money. Now he's addicted to Bugs Bunny cartoons. I mean, he's actually regressing. All right, which is what that do. It's like kids who teach school. After a while, they teach in the 4th grade, you become a 4th grader.
Right.
That's right.
I mean,
That's right.
that's it. We're going to wind it up here. We had a great time today, Martha. I got to say thank you for
You're
coming
welcome,
on,
Mick.
Tony. It's been fantastic.
It's great meeting Tony. Surprised I haven't run into him before, but we're going to make some stuff happen, Tony.
Oh, yeah,
Come
he's
see
fantastic.
you. Come see me.
I
The whole deal.
love it.
New friendships are born here at the Mixer Show.
Absolutely. And old ones rekindle. We
There
smoked
you go.
the peace
We smoked
pipe.
the peace pipe.
She defriended me on Facebook.
I'm so mad at him for something stupid. We'll get into that next show. We need to continue.
Okay, we'll do next show over and over again. I'm going to probably bounce around town. I don't think I'm going to go to Coral Springs tonight and stay over. I think I'll stay in town tonight and maybe go out tomorrow. The 4th of July, there's going to be fireworks, and hopefully it won't rain.
Yeah,
so everybody,
no
the
rain.
barbecues will be up. The Blue Moon will be smoking, okay, on Sunday brunch. And I'll tell you again, it's the greatest brunch I've been to since I've been in It's on the same pattern as the Breakers. And anybody will tell you what the Breakers is like.
Yeah,
you're
pretty
on
cool.
the same pattern. No matter the MGM Grand, you got a better brunch than they do.
Thanks, Mick.
And I mean, it's not me. Anybody who goes there is going to keep coming back. All right?
you.
We're going to
Please
blast
do.
off. I hope you all have a safe weekend. Again, I want to say congratulations to Dancing JoJo, okay, for winning the Golden Spoon Award from the Mariani Institute. Of course, okay, the wifeys, I got to say, happy birthday, Sandy, and I'll catch up with you over the weekend. Okay, I'm the Mixter. You're on 1470. We'll catch up with you next week. 5:58 your time. Nick Mariani, you've done it again. Cigar Republic USA, located right on A1A and Oakland Park Boulevard. Hey, listen, slaving on a hot mic every day like I do, I look to unwind. Happy hour, 11 to 7. It's not happy hour, it's happy days. Well drinks, $5. Drop in and see JoJo behind the bar. Have yourself a ball at Cigar Republic USA, located right on Oakland Park Boulevard by the beach, next to the famous Mortaranos Cafe. You can't miss it. It's right there, right by the North Beach Shops, which is booming over there right now. New restaurants popping up everywhere. Come into the Cigar Republic USA. Now listen, there's no better gift than a box of cigars. And Nick, he's done it right. He's got everything you can think of for cigar smokers everywhere. And you don't smell the smoke when you're in his place. That's the phenomenal thing about it. I mean, non-smokers like the place. You could go next door, chill out on the Rocky Patel Signature Lounge, which is abuts the cigar bar. Terrific place, leather couches, everything. Big screen televisions. They're all over the place. Have a ball at Cigar Republic USA. Nick Mariani's done it well again. Come in, hot barmaids like you've never seen before. Visit with the, I like to call her, my little Lima Llama. Go in and see Cindy and the rest of the crew over there. have a steak sandwich, 8-ounce New York prime, grilled onions, everything on it. Fantastic. Or a real Cuban sandwich. I heard Fidel Castro orders them. I don't know. It sounds good anyway. Cigar Republic USA, right on the corner of Oakland Park Boulevard and A1A in Fort Lauderdale, right by the North Beach shops. Can't miss it. Tell them the Mixter sent you and have yourself a ball.
The opinions expressed on the preceding sponsored program were strictly those of its hosts, guests, and callers, and not necessarily